like a lot of your stuff is comedy, humor-based. You wrote for The Onion.
Yeah.
You ever done stand-up comedy?
No.
No. So what attracts you to comedy?
I think I just had a bit of a predilection for it and was pretty good at it. And I think I just, I don't know. It felt a little easier to me than writing. I've written some stuff that was just more dramatic and some stuff that was maybe more like serious kind of sci-fi or romance and stuff. But I think I just had maybe an aptitude a little bit for lighthearted or humorous stuff. And I've heard people say like it's the hardest thing to write. Now for me, I was like, well, this is kind of the easiest thing for me to write, insofar as I had some pretty good success with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, is it hard for games to be funny? Because I mean, it seems like I said, it seems like they had difficulty in Nukem Forever. Is comedy difficult to execute in a game?
I think it's a little more difficult with. I think it's a little bit more difficult with games for technical reasons mostly, like even with animation, you can put. Like the cast of The Simpsons will all get into, I think, record. The main cast will all be in like a booth together, and they'll be going through the scripts and acting them out back and forth, right? Like all at the same time. And I think with video games, with 3D characters, it's a little harder to get the same nuance with facial expressions and syncing of the voiceover with animations. It's like a little clunkier, right, than animation. So I think it can be a little more challenging, but I still think there's lots of funny games that everyone has. Like everyone who plays games has that one game.
Like I think there's this one game. I don't know if you ever played. It's an indie game, Beat Down City. You should check it out. It is so funny. Like now, I will say, like I think when the game came out, some of them are referencing events from the news that are happening around that time. But that game is one of the funniest games I've ever played. It's in the cinematics. They're all 2D. I don't even know if they're animated. They're just pictures with. It's so funny.
Yeah.
The guy, I should interview him. He should write for TV. Like he's so funny.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other like, I thought the Ghostbusters game was funnier than the last 3 movies.
that could be. Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah.
I just feel that a lot of game developers just are not funny. And
it is tricky. I guess it's somewhat tricky. Not everyone, I think, has a predilection for it, and I think it's a hard thing to learn. Like I think maybe other types of writing are hard too, but I do think you could probably learn maybe to be a good dramatist or something like that.
You can learn to be funny. I think it's possible. You can learn to be funny.
I think you can to a certain extent.
Yeah. But
I do think you have to at least start with some kind of aptitude.
Sure.
I mean, obviously, like stand-up comedians, sometimes you see their old stuff and they're terrible, and then you watch them today and they're fantastic. Mm-hmm. So you can learn some skills there. But I remember once we were working on a game that was a humorous game, and we brought on a young writer, and they were really struggling. And then one day I saw him; he had a book it was like How to Be Funny book, and I just thought like this is not good. He was like an intern, I think, or something. And I was like, this is just not gonna. That's not gonna help you. Like this is not gonna work out.
I gotta check that book out.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what their tips are for that.